Hi, thanks for joining me. This is Angie at ChicnScratch. This is the project we're making today. This is day 5 of the 12 days of Christmas. Okay, so the supplies you're going to need to make this bag, the treat bag, is a piece of Candy Cane Lane Designer Series paper. It measures 6 by 10.5. And then, let me get the rest of the supplies. You're going to need real red that measures 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, white 2.5 by 2.5, and a window sheet that's 2.5 by 2.5. Don't forget, head over to my website, leave a comment to enter to win the kit. Okay, so I'm going to place the Designer Series paper on the landscape side, which is the 10.5 inch side, and I'm going to score it at 1.5, 5, 6.5, and 10. And then I'm going to turn it on the portrait side, which is the 6 inch side, and I'm going to score it at 1.5 and 5. And you want to make sure that the 1.5 inch side is the bottom of your bag. So we know that the gingerbread man, his feet would want to be on the bottom of the bag, and that's the 1.5 inch score line, okay? You really want to make sure when you cut your paper that you cut it the right direction. So it would be more in, the gingerbread man would be in the up position on the landscape side. I know that's confusing. What I normally do is just stop the video, pause the video, and that way that will help you figure it out. Okay, now I've got my template here. And did I do this right? I hope so. So what we want to do is remove these pieces here. Okay. Let's see. Let me turn it this direction. Okay. On the side that has this 1/2 inch strip, that's the top piece that you want to keep, and then you want to round the edges. Okay. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and do that so that I don't accidentally cut the wrong things off. Oh, and I forgot to put my computer on mute. It's making some beeps over there. Okay, so now looking at the template, it's just kind of reversed. What I'm going to do is cut up to the score line down here on the bottom. And then up here at the top, remember I scored that? I'm cutting everything else off at the top, okay? I just want to make sure I can see the line. Okay. See? Now I'm going to show you how this is going to work. So this is the front. Okay, get in there. There we go. And then this little guy is going to fold down in just a second, okay? But first, we have to make our window. So this is the front. So we're going to take our framelit. We're using the, what is it? A Layering Squares framelit. So I'm going to get my magnetic platform, because once you put this on here, it holds it in place. And what I want to do is put it in the center, kind of, sort of. Maybe a little bit more down towards the bottom, but definitely center it between the sides, if that makes sense. Okay, so here's my score line here. Here's my score line here. And there. Okay. But you want to make sure that when you have it on your magnetic platform, that when you go to feed it through the Big Shot, that none of your paper exceeds past the platform. Otherwise, it's going to rip it, okay? So you just want to make sure you've got it in place. And then I'm going to put the other plate on top. I've got my Big Shot. And I'm just going to place it on top. Okay, so there's our little window. And then all we want to do is just attach it on the inside. So I'm just going to take some fast fuse, or tear and tape would work perfectly. Glue dots also works. And I'm just going to place it. And I want to say, I gave you the measurement of, I believe, 2.5 by 2.5. I believe I cut it like 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, so that I could use the fast fuse. If you're using the tear and tape, you don't need as big of a piece. Okay, so now I'm going to place fast fuse there, and then this is the front that I want to fold down, so I'm going to put tear and tape on that one. You could trim, there we go. Could trim these if you want, just a tad, so that it assembles a little bit easier. I'm kind of all over the place, sorry about that. I have to say that when it gets around the holidays, I start to get a little frazzled. Yeah, I do. I think all of us women do, to be honest. Okay, now for the assembly. Okay, so I'm back again attempting to attach this. I almost messed up. Okay? Truth be told. I caught myself though, so. Yeah, I wonder if I'll include it in the bloopers. I have started back doing the bloopers again. It's been a long time. Okay, now we just squeeze the sides. See how cute that is? Oh my gosh, I love this stuff. Okay, so now what we want to do is punch 2 holes for our ribbon here. And I'm going to hold my breath and hope that I do it in the center. This ribbon is so beautiful that it's kind of forgiving, so it'll be fine wherever it lands. So I'm going to start in the front and thread it to the back, and then bring it back to the front, if that makes sense. Okay. Yes, I got it. Okay. Now we just need to stamp our image and attach it. So we are using the 10 of Tags stamp set with Real Red ink. I'm going to use the 1 3/4 circle punch to cut it out. If you have the new stitch shaped framelits, you can use that. And then I'm using the 2-inch circle punch to cut out the red. Again, this would be really cute with the stitched. Now we're going to just pop the Warm Wishes and Mistletoe Kisses with a dimensional. We're going to take our 1/8 circle punch again and punch a hole in the underneath there. It's kind of hidden a little bit. And then you can take your white baker's twine, or you can take your Real Red. I'm going to go ahead and cut it off the roll. It's a little bit easier. Okay, so now all I want to do is tie a knot. and hopefully I can get it. I accidentally did it wrong, and I cut that part out. Okay, so I've knotted at the top, and then I'm just going to trim it. So I'm just straightening up the ribbon and sliding the tag over. And so here's the previous one. My ribbon's a little bit different. Okay, so there you go. Don't forget, head over to my website, download the free PDF, leave a comment to enter to win the kit. Have a great day. Thanks a lot. Bye.